Hey guys, TAK here, and today I'm going to talk about the ammonia cycle. As you can tell from the video description and possibly the name of the video, you're probably looking at this video as useful. Alright, so now the ammonia cycle. The ammonia cycle is actually a pretty critical process in the aquarium hobby that really needs to be taken. What it does is it just destroys all the bad bacteria and then puts in the new bacteria, which usually it takes that to about 2 to about 6 weeks. More if it's more comforting for the aquarium person or the aquarium itself. A lot of fish really need this because there is a syndrome called new tank syndrome, which is I'm not sure to explain it, but it's you just set up your tank and you haven't even started a cycle. The ammonia level's active and the nitrates are too, so that will kill the fish really fast. Ammonia and nitrates. Now when you're testing for ammonias and nitrates, your levels should be at 0. Now I only say 0 because they are very toxic to fish. Now if you get mixed up with nitrates, there's a difference. Nitrates aren't as toxic, but they should be taken care of. They should be below 40, and nitrates should be at 0, 0 flat, because they're very toxic to fish. Which a lot of fish in an ammonia cycle, there's danios and stuff like that. Those are actually pretty hardy fish. If you actually do choose the fish cycle, which is with the fish in the cycle producing the waste, I wouldn't suggest it because it's not as humane, but some people do it anyways. I do fishless cycles, which every fishless cycle I've done I haven't lost a fish. I mean, the first time I've ever cycled a tank, I had no idea about the fishless cycle, which probably was the reason why a couple of my fish died in the process of cycling it, but after I found out, it made a lot of sense. Alright, so how the whole process goes is, you have to have an ammonia source. Now, an ammonia source can be varied from fish waste all the way to food. You can have pieces of shrimp in the aquarium, or even just a fish producing waste. Now, where that waste goes, it becomes ammonia, and then the ammonia becomes nitrites, which then becomes nitrates, which those nitrates can be taken out by just doing simple water changes. Or they could just be absorbed by the plants, which is pretty simple. That's why I have a lot of plants. I like plants. Not only does it look nice, but it also looks helpful, it is helpful in the aquarium. Which the fish seem to be loving it. They just love to chill out around the plants and the driftwood. I even have a moss ball. You can usually get them about, I would say $7, but usually they're in a $7 to $11 range. I have seen some pretty big moss balls, but they do grow up to a pretty big size, but slowly. You can even tear off pieces and they'll actually regenerate like they're starfish. It's actually pretty cool. They're actually pretty cool. I don't know even how they made those, but you know. But yeah, back to topic. Yeah, I highly recommend doing the ammonia cycle because it not only would make the fish survival easier, it will actually reduces the chances of the fish getting parasites like ick or even fungus or even fin rot because of the stress from the ammonia and nitrites, my bad. Not to confuse anybody, but yes. Now, where all this bacteria goes, it usually goes up to the carbon of the filter. Now, the carbon in the filter is a really important part of the filter, which has all the good bacteria, and a lot of people sometimes actually, literally just change their filter every time, and some people I know even take out all the water, which is actually really healthy. And yes, I have a relative that does it with, they keep I think it's a pair of goldfish, comet goldfish, and a 10-gallon with a 10-gallon filter. I don't say anything, but that is not a way for a goldfish to live. They get about a foot long, they're really messy fish, and they're really high ammonia producers, which really, that's kind of a death trap. But I choose to say nothing, it's just, yes. Now the ammonia, bacteria is usually produced up in the carbon filter, or in the carbon in the filter, which it actually sucks in the water, then ejects it, sucks in the water, actually doing the cycle. Which the cycle can go up to 2 to 6 weeks, so I'd highly suggest to actually look into doing a cycle if you're starting a new aquarium, or if you're a new beginner in the aquarium. And if you're new to the hobby, I would say welcome to the hobby. It's pretty fun, pretty easy. Easy depending on what you keep and how good you do it. And if you're looking for more fish tips, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to comment any questions. Feel free to ask, like, for any videos in specific. And if I can get to it, then I will try. And if I can't, then I'm really sorry. Real busy week. Got practice for cross country, and yeah. Yeah, you know, it's really important to do the cycle. And, you know, I will post up a ammonia cycle chart after the video, so you can like admire that for a few, or I'll even post it up to a website that you can actually go ahead and check that out at. Well, alright, thank you for watching the video. Hope I found that you actually got use out of it. Feel free to comment, ask any questions. Be sure to subscribe for more videos, and hopefully you actually are having a good time with the fish keeping. Alright, see you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.